Okay. So as mentioned, today is a remaining part of the personalization. So I'll go to the sandbox. Yeah, it's there. So this is the one we have created already. Sample personalization check. Let me get inside that. I've got inside the sandbox. Okay. So the last time what we have seen is we have seen the structure and the appearance, right? So we have seen how to configure your navigator and all other stuffs,
Yeah.
right? And we have also seen how to modify the appearance, like logo and all that,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So getting back to today's thing is on this thing. So let me click on this personal information. Let me go to one page. This will be whatever the page you want to navigate and whatever the page you want to modify. You just navigate to that page. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So here I'm going to the personal details of an employee. Let's consider. So this is my start date. Here you can see a field called start date, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what I want to do is instead of the start date, I want to mention this is hire date. The start date is nothing but the hire date of the employee. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Start date may not be even relevant. When you see a start date, you may not know what is the start date. Is it the start date of the name or start date of the person?
Yep.
So
Yep.
we are not clear, right?
Right. Right.
So to modify this, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to modify this start date to hire date.
Right.
Basically,
Okay.
this is a seeded field.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is coming. This will be coming for all the employees. All right.
Okay.
This will be coming for all the employees. So, but if I modify this from this page, so whoever comes into this login. So now I have login as Curtis Petty.
Okay. Okay.
Let's
Okay.
consider I have Sanjay's login and Sachin's login. Even
Okay.
if we log in and we go to this page, we should see it as a higher rate. So this is
Oh,
like a site level changes what we are doing. Okay,
right.
this is
Level.
not only with respect to this employee.
Like.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
application level changes we are doing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so to do that, I navigate to the page where I want to modify something, and then I click on this tools. Okay,
Okay.
and I click on this page composer.
Okay.
Okay, okay. So and then I see two things here. One thing is add content, and one thing is structure. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the structure of this place.
Okay.
Okay. I'll click on the structure. Okay. So the general navigation, if you remember, whatever the page I want to modify, I go to that page. I
Okay.
click on this tools. I
Tools.
click on
Okay.
page composer, and then I click on structure.
Okay.
Okay. So what it will do is, yeah, you had a question.
No. 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 Yeah.
So what you need to do is whatever the page you're highlighting like this, right? It will just get selected.
Okay.
All right. So my focus is on the start date. So I come here, I just click on this. They're asking me to yes, edit. I'll confirm edit. And then there's a dock on the bottom of the page. Okay. So I'll just expand it. See, start date is the one I have clicked on. It's automatically got
Okay.
selected with the component.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So now what I want to do here is I have to, so here if you see there is a plus button, edit button and delete button, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is the edit option. So I'm going to edit this one.
Okay.
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 Yeah. And here I have a label. start date. This is what I'm going to modify.
Okay.
Okay. And if I want to make this as a read only, or if I want to make this not visible, I can just uncheck this. Likewise, I can do certain things
Okay.
out of this. And also I can modify the style of
Right.
this.
Okay.
Okay. So what is the font style and all that? So this is a style of the heading, which is start date. And inside that there's a date, right? So if you want to modify that content style, that you can do from this page.
Okay.
Is Sanjay?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just modifying this label. So I just click on this edit. Okay. I just modify the label as higher date.
Okay.
I click on apply and okay.
Initially, it is grayed out, but still, you'll be able to modify. Is it? I mean, the content of that field is showing as grayed, right?
No, the gray is the color of the page. Okay.
Okay.
So it's like it's read only. Okay. You'll
Okay.
not be able to edit it in this page. All right.
Okay. Okay.
So the point of modifying here is we are just modifying the label name. Okay, it was started before. Now I modified to higher date. Okay,
Oh.
to get that thing reflected, if I just click on close, you can see the change.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
Okay. So not just this one, to totally hide this one. If you see that under the name option, my hide date is irrelevant, then I can totally hide this one. So there was a visible checkbox, right? If I uncheck that, this entire thing will go off.
Okay.
Okay, so likewise for those things, I use this page composer. So we have seen appearance, we have seen structure, we have seen page composer. So one more thing on the page composer is, we saw an edit option. So what an ad could do, right? So let me click on this page composer again. So you can add a static text, you can insert a report, you can add an image to the page, and that image can have a hyperlink. So all that is possible. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So let me click on the structure once again. I come to tools, page composer, and I click on the structure once again. So I'm selecting this component on the whole. Okay. Click on edit. And once I click on edit, the second scroll bar, I scroll to the down. There's a doc. Okay. So this is the layout. So in this layout, see, higher date is there. And then if you see, I'll enlarge and show. Okay. So these are the things within this particular panel.
Okay.
Okay. I see the name, I see local name, everything I'm seeing here, right? So all this is because of this one particular panel. Okay. So if you're not able, so higher date, everything, right? So inside this panel, I want to insert something. Okay, see, how do I come back this? I just have to highlight this. It automatically take me to that component.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So once I select this, there's a plus button. Okay. I click on this plus button, which is add basically. Okay. I see these things. There's a certain components and reports. Like I can embed a report here. So what I can embed a report is that if I want to print my CV, resume.
Okay.
So why I'm giving an example CV is, I've logged in as Curtis Petty, which is basically my login.
Okay.
So think of a scenario where you log into your own login in your organization profile. So you'll have your own ESS jobs, right? So you apply your leave, you see your payslip and all that. So you log into that application, you see your own personal details like your name, your address, and everything. Okay. In that page, if there's a print button, if you click on that print, it will give you a letter format, like your HR letter.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. If you want certain letters like that, you create a custom report and you can embed that and have a print option here.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Got it.
So
Got
that
it.
is an advantage of having this structure. So you can create a report in the BIP and you can embed the BIP report here.
Okay.
So I'll show you this one. I click on open.
Okay.
So this is directly taking me to my catalog.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. BA presentation server. Whether it's in my folder or shared folder.
Okay.
I go to shared folder. And then it shows me everything. I go to the custom folder. You remember all this, right? The custom folder.
I remember this. Okay.
So now I can select. Now I can select whatever folder where I have placed the report, and I just click on add. I'll be able to add the report.
Okay.
Okay. So you're getting it. The context here is in a page. If you want to add a report, or if you want to add a image, so these are things reports, right? So let me show you the image of this. Okay. Just give me a second. So instead of adding a report, let me click on this components. Okay.
Okay.
So inside this component, okay, here I have all this. If you want a box, you want a HTML, you want a hyperlink image, movable box, all this. Okay. So let me click on hyperlink.
Okay.
I just clicked on add. All right. I click on close. So I've got a hyperlink here. Okay. So in this hyperlink, I am again editing and I'm saying this destination. www. Okay, I've given the destination. I go to the display option.
Okay.
It's not necessarily URL to be shown, right? You can just also give a text for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I have to get again inside the page composer to edit this one. So let me get into the page composer. So likewise, if you want to add anything properly, you'll be able to do this thing. Okay.
Okay.
So in this thing, you can just mention Google something.
Okay.
That's how you define your hyperlink. So it's simple as that.
Okay.
You just add a hyperlink. The same way you can add an image or a box or a static text. Like if at all any warnings message should be mentioned in this entire page. Okay, that thing can be given. So all that you are doing with the help of a page composer. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Yeah, clear.
So next thing what we are going to see is Design Studio. Okay, so whatever you are seeing now, so in this page or the previous page what you saw, I'll show this one once again. I'll open another tab. So this is how you hire an employee. You possibly would have seen it in your function session, right? So how to hire an employee. So I go to hire an employee screen. Okay. So what I see is I see set of boxes. So only when I select all this, I'll be able to continue, correct?
Yeah, right.
But to my HR, so they feel this is all unwanted.
Okay.
Okay. So they see like anyways I have to give all the information and I'm hiring a new person. So I don't want this to be coming up. Okay. So one possible option is going to page composer, select each component and hide it. Okay. So but as this is a responsive UI, Oracle has given us an option called as Design Studio.
Okay.
Okay. So here what we have is we can write a rule. So okay, transaction Design Studio, hire an employee. Okay. This is the place. And here let me create a new one. Okay. In this role, what I'm doing is okay. So this is called as questionnaire page. So whatever you're seeing, right? This is called as questionnaire page. Okay. So I'm just simply saying show question pages. I'm just saying no. I don't want any of the question pages to be seen.
Okay. While hiring an employee. Okay.
Okay. So it's very simple. It will go off. Okay. All right. And then let me save this and show you. I save this from the screen. And I go to this page. I click on home. So this I've created removing questionnaire page only on hire an employee transaction. I still have add pending worker, add contingent worker, all that.
Okay.
So there it will still come up.
Okay.
Okay. So if I want, I have to create for everything, but I am just showing you one. Okay, how to create this.
Okay.
Once I do this, I click on this hire an employee. Okay, directly went inside.
Okay.
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 And then here, let's see that I see this direct reports as a section. Okay. Or let's say like communication info as a section. Okay. So what I do, I just again go back to this rule. I go to HCM Design Studio. I go to the same rule. Let's take when and why itself. So why are you hiring an employee is a field here. Correct.
Yeah.
So here I have this Just a moment. So recent code, I just mentioned not visible.
Okay.
So three things were visible. One is legal employer, one is start date. These are mandatory. You cannot modify. But
Modify.
recent code is something optional. It was visible. I
Okay.
just saved it as not visible.
Okay.
That's the recent code.
Okay.
Okay. You might see it as here as a question, like why are you not hiring? But
Okay.
in the backend, it is just stored as a recent code.
Okay.
So I just selected
Okay.
recent code. I say not visible. Okay.
Okay.
Let me save and close. Okay. I go back to hire an employee. I'll cancel this. I'll come back to hire an employee again. And you don't see it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And
It's very
yeah.
simple of making it visible and making it mandatory or not.
Okay.
Okay. So these can be done on the sections what they have provided. So these are the only options what they have provided. But
Okay.
this covers maximum of transactions. But whatever is covered mentioned here, only for those I can do that. Okay.
Okay.
If it is
Okay.
not mentioned here, we'll not be able to do that.
Okay.
All right.
Fine. Fine.
So this
And
is on the design studio.
yeah, and
Yes, Sanjay.
one clarification. So there are a number of rules defined here already, is it? But so the rule created
So
by
these are
you.
different rules. So it will go
Yeah.
one by one. So if you open this enable position fields, if you go here,
Mhm.
so there are modified certain things. So in generally what we do is that we mention in the description clearly of what field we are modifying. So that people, next person who comes now, they'll understand what it is. So
Okay.
from the name I understand it's from employment details.
Mhm.
They would have worked something on the position. You can keep adding rules. Okay. So based on your requirement
Oh.
at the start, a fresh application will not have anything.
Okay.
So
So
see
in
here,
the
these two things they have modified. That's why it's blue color.
okay. Okay.
In the position they have made it visible, and the primary
Oh.
assignment they have made it visible.
Okay. Okay.
That's
So
what they
each
have
and
done.
every
Enable
rule
position
different.
fields.
So all rules will be in force at all time, right? That's what it is.
Correct, correct, correct,
And
correct.
so now we have modified the hire employee in one of the rules, so we cannot modify the same action against in another role as well. That is not possible, is it?
You cannot copy it to the another transaction. You have to create from the start, scratch.
Oh, okay.
You can duplicate this rule.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So whatever this one on top of this, if I want something, I can duplicate the role.
Okay.
Okay. So it's
Okay.
like I have to remove the questionnaire. On top of that, I have to modify certain things. Then I can duplicate. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So why do I
Okay.
duplicate in general is that
Mhm.
see duplicate. If I duplicate, like I want the base on top of that, I want to modify. Rather, I would modify the original rule only, right? So why
Yeah,
should I
yeah.
duplicate? This is the first
Okay.
question. But the requirement could be so one country should have it, the other country should not have. So for whom it is to
Oh,
be.
okay. Okay.
Okay, the role I can mention it's only for HR. I want this basic. On top of that, I want to restrict certain things. So
Oh,
likewise,
okay.
you can differentiate.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Okay, that conditions are mentioned in this one. You want to do only for what action or what business unit or what country or what legal employer or what role. So based on this, you can differentiate the rules. Okay,
Oh,
so there
okay.
will be a base component. On the base, you can modify certain things based on the role or the country or the company. Likewise,
Okay. And system will not allow creating two different roles, the same rule structure, right? It will not
system.
allow. I mean, yeah. I mean, I
Repeat
mean,
it.
so
Sorry.
the question is that I cannot go and create. I don't know what rule you created today, let's say, and then I am going and creating the same rule. I mean, with the
The
same
system will
structure.
not restrict you. System will not restrict you. Allow you to create. It should not be the same name. That's it.
Okay, okay, fine, fine.
But in
Okay.
general, before we create a rule, we should understand what is the existing rule. We'll go and
Oh,
generally open it. Okay.
oh,
And
okay.
if the rule is existing,
Mm-hmm.
that change you'll be already seeing in the system, right? So you would not
Right, right.
want to go and change that rule, create that rule again.
Okay. Yeah. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So coming back out of this, so whatever I have done within the sandbox. If I come out of the sandbox, leave.
Okay.
Before leaving, I'll go to this publish sandbox detail. Okay.
Yeah.
So I
Sorry,
have
sorry, fixing one thing. So I just
yes.
missed the part where how to access this HCM experience within Studio. I missed that. I'm sorry. Where do
I
we
just
access
click
it?
on tools. I
Oh,
just click
tools.
on
Oh,
this.
okay, okay. Sorry, sorry. Yeah, fine. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. So these are the changes what we have done till now within the
Mm-hmm.
sandbox. Okay, we have
Okay.
modified this newsfeed layout skins and all that, and then
Mm-hmm.
we came to the fuse menu and quick action menu. We have done. We have went to the root menu. Okay. After that, we went to the person information, add person. We have created a
Okay.
rule,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? And then we modified the hire an employee rule, and then we went to the self-service page and we modified the person name section.
Yeah.
So we can understand basic of what we have done the changes.
Okay. I just history.
Okay.
Okay.
And now if you see, there is a publish option, there's a refresh option, there's action. So action, you can just leave the sandbox. So whatever I have done, it will just stay within the sandbox. I go out of the sandbox. That is leave sandbox. Okay.
Okay.
And refreshes, by the time we are doing something, somebody else have modified certain changes. Okay. Let's say like Sanjay and Sachin both are working.
Okay.
Okay. So you have created a sandbox. I have created a sandbox. Okay. So we are
Okay.
working for 2 days.
Okay.
First, you publish the sandbox.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I am still have the sandbox open.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what I have to do, I have to incorporate your changes. I cannot just leave your
Yeah.
changes and I should apply mine. Correct?
Right. 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 Yeah.
So that is
Yeah.
the option of this refresh. So as if you read the statement, the sandbox is not synchronized to the main line. So you can refresh before making any changes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So once refreshed,
Okay.
then that
So
will
you
that
should
will also
adopt
come
the
in.
you should adopt the other person changes as well.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
So you can just click on refresh and then publish. Publish means whatever the changes we have done, it will just go for all. So let me
Okay.
not do that. It's just a
Okay.
simple option. Click on publish and click on done. There's nothing to be done here.
Okay.
Okay. I click on this. I can click on this leave sandbox. So as I've left the sandbox, if I again go back to hire an employee, I'll see the questionnaire because the rule stays within the sandbox.
Good box. Okay.
No, I should. One moment. It's not supposed to. It's gone back to start date.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, the rule is still reflecting.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll just confirm this if the rule, if you create the rule, it will automatically be there or not. But it is
Okay.
supposed to be only after publish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, one more thing I can check this. I can check with another login and see it, but that's fine for now. All right.
Okay. Okay.
So what we have done is that I'll just share the notepad.
Okay.
You get the words, right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
I should not say UI design, because UI
Mhm.
design makes a different statement.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So next thing what we are going to see is migration. Last thing in the personalization.
Okay.
Okay. So once I do things in the system, so let's consider this is my dev part. I've done something, I've published it. Okay. I
Okay.
have to move this to my testing part, and
Mhm.
then I have to move that to my
Yeah,
production.
yeah.
Right. That's how my sequence should be. So to move that, whatever the changes, let's consider that I have some changes to some one day work. It's not necessary for me to modify the entire one day work and go to the next environment and do it.
Yeah. Right.
Right. So
Yeah.
rather, what I do, I just click on this navigator.
Mhm.
Okay. There's a migration under configuration.
Okay.
So here there's a outgoing and incoming.
Mhm.
So from current environment, I have to take it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I do, I click on this delete. This is
Mhm.
the last time what they have taken. And what I do, I just click on this move all changes.
Okay.
Okay. So whatever has been changed from this environment, that will be picked up.
Okay.
Okay. I remove all this. So these are unwanted. Okay. I just click on save and close. I'll get a downloaded file like this.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
I download the file. I go to the next application. Okay. I click on the same
Mhm.
navigation migration, and I
Okay.
upload the migration set.
Okay.
Okay. There'll be a local copy of the file in .jar format, and I upload
Okay.
it here, and I publish. Here there'll be option of upload and then publish.
Publish. Okay.
So I'll upload and publish it.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. Like I'm not sure how much time it will take. It will take 15 minutes to half an hour. Let's not wait on
Oh.
this. Probably
Okay.
today I'll just create it.
Okay.
Next time when I open it, I'll show you
Okay.
upload it. Okay. Position changes.
We can also double select the modules. Is it? See what
So
modules we
these are
select.
the artifacts. So these
Oh.
things are not necessary for current artifacts. For these four are mandatory and more than enough for the personalization ones.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. On top of that, if you want the certain things, you can use these things. This is
Okay.
basically what are the modules or what are the changes you want to migrate from one application to other.
Well. Okay.
Okay. So as we are focused on personalization, the standard ones are more than enough for us.
Oh.
So I just click on save and close. Okay, so let it take its time. We'll not wait on it. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is
Yeah.
how we do it. Once it gets generated, we'll download it and we upload in the incoming set. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
so this is what with the file name is .jar.
Okay.
And yeah, so this is about personalization. Okay, so you can try it out
Yeah.
and you can put me for any questions, right?
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
So next thing is on workflows, BPM and then HTL. So we'll try we'll do HTL on Saturday. Okay, because
Oh.
HTL takes 2 hours of time, so we'll
Oh.
do the data loading on Saturday. All right.
Still. Okay. Sure. We can
Yeah,
do that.
9 o'clock should be good.
Yeah. 9 o'clock. Saturday 9 o'clock, right? 9 to 11. Yeah.